Special episode brought to you by A Shelter Incorporated, where we've made our way to the immaculate Head-Etosha Gardens. And I'm joined by the head of Head-Etosha, Mr. Sydney Chakuchichi, giving us an appreciation, of course, of the journey that has taken place here. But talking about journeys, Mr. Chakuchichi, I understand that, of course, Head-Etosha offers us some unique offerings, and a memorial being a key mantle that you do make available to people who come to the park. Maybe you could share with us a bit more on that.
That one is a special event which we are always dedicated and always putting a lot of effort to make sure it's a success. The memorial service, by the way, it actually takes place on the last week of August each year. But for this year, 2024, we have pushed it by a week. The main reason is because that same week of August is the agricultural show week. So we want to give those who are going to visit the state an opportunity to also experience other activities that are taking place in the country. So the memorial service, basically the major reason, major idea behind it was a realization that we have got people that are buried in this estate. And we know that it's an emotional event to people when someone leaves us. It's tragic, it's emotional, it's really troubling. And we actually decided to hold a memorial service for everyone that is buried in our estate. We will invite relatives of those that have been buried here at Etosha. For a memorial service, we will have a day together, a day of prayer, a day of fellowship, and it will actually be punctuated by visiting the cemetery, the grave section where people will be able to put flowers, and probably picnic with their families to remember the dearly departed. By the way, let me just mention that when someone leaves the earth, we must not react to that. It has been happening, people are afraid of death, and yet Head-Etosha want to demystify it.
Right.
That's the reason why we always invite people to come back, and through the memorial service, it's there to mend those who are still hurting, but it's also meant to celebrate the lives of all those people that are buried here at the state.
Truly remarkable, Mr. Chakuchichi. But maybe in closing, you could also share with us the future prospects of Head-Etosha Gardens.
We are not resting. We are not resting. Because what we do is we put ourselves at the center of our bereaved families and those that would want to use the estate in the future. We listen to their expectations, their needs. So as a result, there's quite a number of exciting and exclusive products that are available in the future. And some of them are in the near future. There are services that we are actually working on at the moment, which should be out in a few months or a few weeks' time. We have got a product which we call Ashaya. This product is actually meant to improve the communication. More often than not, you actually hear that a very close relative of yours passed away 2 weeks ago and was actually buried at such a cemetery or at Head-Etosha. But with this kind of facility, what we are trying to do is to make sure that the information is, the speed is moved faster, and we actually keep the information. It's sort of an information storage facility that we are availing to the public. They will be able to phone in such kind of information, and we will be able to use that information to help others who can derive the services of Ashai. Then we also have the Kumushaeka. It's an existing product, but we actually yet to launch it. We want to have a big launch. What we are saying is Kumushaeka is taking Head-Etosha Gardens and Head-Etosha Memorial from here, and we take it to the rural areas. We still have a number of people who prefer to be buried in their rural areas.
Yes.
But what we are saying as Head-Etosha is that we can actually provide the same service that we are offering here at the estate, right there in your rural area. Our team can actually come in, and do the grave the way we do it at March section. We actually built it the way I explained it earlier on, and we will also come and do the border that I talked about. So here are the borders that are coming to the rural areas from Etosha. Yes.
Absolutely amazing,
Yes,
Mr. Chakuchichi.
yes.
We definitely do look forward to speaking to you again in the future and the prospects of Etosha Gardens going forward.
Thank you very much.
Well, that brings us to the end of our segment. Once again, we do implore you to be part of the conversation. Send us your questions, comments, and your contributions. That's all for now. Pleasant view.